In the news tonight, families of Madhya fire victims to get $5 million each compensation from government. And police still to make arrests in Lane Avenue peacemaker killing. Family monks protest.
Last that we heard is that the police officers held 2 suspects, but after 72 hours, they later released them. So that's the last that we heard. Every time we go, we haven't, we're not getting any information, anything.
Cabinet has agreed to pay the sum of $5 million to the families of the 20 children who lost their lives and those injured in the fire which destroyed the female dorm of the Madhya Secondary School. According to the agreement seen by this newscast, the government has offered the families $5 million as described as financial assistance, but will be constituted a settlement of all claims and causes of actions on account of all injuries resulted in death and none resulting in death. The families, according to the contract, are urged to read and fully understand the document, and their acceptance must be voluntarily accepted. Further, it is said that before the agreement is signed, the families must seek independent legal advice, in particular, its effect on the ability to pursue all rights before the court. There are reports that some families have begun to accept compensation. The agreement was signed on behalf of the government by the Regional Executive Officer, Peter Ramatar, who, when we called, said he had no knowledge of the document. The agreement was dated July 3rd. Attorney at Law Griffith, along with Attorney at Law Lal from the Attorney General Chambers, signed as witnesses. Griffith represented the interests of the families, while Lal represented the interests of the state. 20 children, including a 5-year-old boy, lost their lives in the deadly fire, while several others were injured. One child was flown overseas for medical treatment. Firefighters, with assistance from residents, were forced to break through walls in order to rescue those trapped, as all of the windows and doors were grilled. A 15-year-old is presently before the court facing 20 counts of murder due to arson. The government was heavily criticized when the teenager was charged, as it was said that the child should not be blamed for systemic failures. Meanwhile, Attorney General Anil Nandalal, in a statement on the matter, said from the beginning the government made it abundantly clear that it will offer every type of assistance possible and necessary to support the victims and their families of the tragic Madhya dorm fire. According to the AG statement, thus far medical treatment has been offered both locally and overseas, as transportation to and from Region 8 to Georgetown and accommodation in Georgetown were provided. All funeral and related expenses have been paid, and all personal items destroyed in the fire have been purchased and delivered. Psychosocial assistance, including counseling, has also been provided. The government pledges to continue to offer support and assistance in various ways to enable the families to continue to cope with and recover from this horrendous tragedy. In this regard, many family members requested cash which they could use to make purchases that would enhance their ability to continue to provide for their families. In response to these requests, the government offered each family financial assistance, and their families were requested to sign an agreement having received independent legal advice. The process of providing this financial assistance is ongoing. In the agreement itself, the government pledges to continue to offer such support as may be necessary to the victims and their families. Given that public monies are being expended and recognizing that these expenditures will have to be transparently accounted for, and agreements were reduced into writing, thus far all the affected families engaged have signed agreements.
can taste, you will never decline. Extra lemon and lime, it's the two combined. It's one of a kind. Extra lemon and lime, extra lemon and lime. Taste the citrus in every sip.
It's here! Igloo Ice Cream Fruit Bars. 4 mouth-watering flavors. Mango, pineapple, strawberry, and soursop. A beautiful combination of real fruit and igloo ice cream. Go old school with Fluty Popsicle. Classic flavors and refreshing goodness. Available at Igloo outlets and all your favorite shops.
I'm Anshul. I'm the manager over here at Brooklyn Institute of Vocational Training. We provide home health aid training here. For that, we have flexible classes, which includes morning, evening, and the weekend class. You can choose any class, whichever is convenient for you. Also, this career is now at the peak. This career pay rate increases from 1909 till up to 2109 now. I speak different languages, which includes Hindi, Punjabi, Urdu, Bangla, and our certificate is recognized all over the New York because we are licensed from Board of Education. Once you graduated from our school, you can work with any agency anywhere in New York. Our address is 110-05 Liberty Avenue, Queens. Guys, I know the name is Brooklyn Institute, but we are located in Queens. I repeat the address, 110-05 Liberty Avenue, Queens. 11419 is our zip code, and my number is 929-386-0092. If you have any questions, you can always call me, and I will be happy to answer all your questions. Don't forget to check our website www.myBrooklyninstitute.com. Come join our school and get home health aid certificate, as we like to believe changing lives one student at a time.
One month after, 19-year-old Daquan Pyle was killed while attempting to part a fight between his sister and some other females of Lane Avenue neighborhood. The police are still to arrest the suspect in the matter. Pyle was reportedly hit to the back of his head with a piece of wood by the suspect, who is now on the run. On Sunday, family members mounted a picketing exercise in front of his home where he was killed, and on Hunter Street, hoping to get the attention of the police as they cried for justice.
Here protesting, the community is here protesting because we haven't received any word as yet on this pressing situation that we have going on. You know, it's like somebody just come out of the bed and, you know, like saying no words, saying nothing, just there, just trying to rescue his sister, just trying to make peace. And that was it. That was it. The last that we heard is that the police officers held 2 suspects, but after 72 hours, they later released them. So that's the last that we heard. Every time we go, we haven't, we're not getting any information, anything. That's nothing. We aren't hearing any word, and they're not letting us know. They're not giving us feedbacks on how this case is moving forward, and we wouldn't stop as a community, as the family members. We wouldn't stop until we get justice.
Some residents on the picket line said Pyle was very easygoing, hardworking, and quiet.
Nobody wrong here could come and say that Daquan disrespectful to nobody. I go in his bed and wake him up to come and help me do any work. Yes, Auntie Gail, Auntie Daquan, I'm not Auntie Gail. You don't ever ask me about that. Whatever you want to give me, you give me. You don't want to bless me today, you don't bless me today. That is the boy that Daquan is, and we got to have justice for him.
As usual, the police are always dragging their feet, even though if they would get information, where to find or to pick up the perpetrator. For some reason, unless they're asking us to provide transportation, which is unseemly, we're asking the police to really hurry up, quicken up with this matter so that we can get justice, so that Daquan can rest in peace. You understand? We want justice for Daquan. Daquan didn't do anything that morning. He got up and all he did was like take his sister inside. He put his sister in front of him, and just as he turned to go in behind his sister, he was killed. We want justice for this child.
The 30-year-old male suspect is still at large as the investigations are ongoing into the matter.
What we want, justice. What we want, justice. Bring up you want, justice. Bring up you want, justice. And no justice, no peace.
Running late and can't wait at the gate? We got you. The Guyana Public Service Cooperative Credit Union Limited has introduced a fast and easier way to make payments to your accounts through the GT&T mobile money services. Here's how. Click on the MMG app. Under Services, select Pay Bills. When you are there, look for the Financial Institution option. Once that is done, select Guyana Public Service Cooperative Credit Union Limited to pay your loan or make payments to your savings. Payments to the credit union made easier. GPS CCU, the credit union you can bank on.
What are you doing? Igloo ice cream. You know it's good.
Washi. Hi people. Washing made so easy since I found Washi. Washing me use wash me clothes and I can say Washi soap powder wash clothes so nice. Washi soap powder leave your clothes color bright. Washi soap powder leave me clothes smelling nice, of course. So give thanks to Washi soap powder for doing my laundry right. Keep my clothes color bright. Have my clothes smelling nice for sure. I could not ask for more. Comes in lemon and original. It is a washing machine in a pack. Washi soap powder wash clothes so nice. Washi soap powder leave your clothes color bright. Washi soap powder have my clothes smelling nice, of course.
Distributors located in the Stabrook Market.
The police have launched an investigation into a fire in a cell of the lockups at the Brickdam police station, which was quickly extinguished by an inmate with a bottle of water. The incident reportedly occurred on Sunday at approximately 6:40 hours. According to a statement released by the Communications Department of the Guyana Police Force, the inmate, identified as Stephon Howard, allegedly verbally confessed to discovering a lighter and a piece of toilet paper in the cell, which he lit in an attempt to get some ease from mosquitoes which were biting him. According to the report, Howard said some 10 minutes later, he realized that the paper had fallen on the mattress and burst into flames. The mattress was on the floor, the statement said. Howard, according to the statement, reportedly told police that he was able to extinguish the flames by throwing water from a plastic bottle he had in his possession. However, according to the statement, Howard, allegedly in a raised voice, told officers that they should do what they have to do since he had nothing more to say. Further, while the entry was made in the station diary to the effect, Howard refused to put his story in writing and also refused to do a video interview. There was no mention in the statement as to why Howard was being held in the lockups or whether there were others in the cell with him at the time of the incident. It is also 2 years to date that several buildings in the Brickdam station went up in flames. An inmate allegedly confessed to setting the blaze from his cell in the lockups. The investigations is ongoing. For these and other stories, do visit us at our website www.rdproductiongy.com.